mean, the lifestyle isn't the same when you leave the inner Kardashian circle, is it?
It's really not. I mean, you guys saw Scott. He looks scary. Like, what is going on?
Listen, now I have some Mounjaro in my refrigerator, so I will be honest, I will come clean. I've never tried to hide it, but the eagle eye of these viewers, they spotted that Mounjaro in Mr. Disick's Dolores fridge, and they're like, girl, you can't deny anymore because we see it right there in your damn fridge.
Like, if you did not want people to know, like, stop being so dumb. Like, put it in the garage fridge, Scott. Like, David, where do you keep your Mounjaro? Like, is it in the butter box?
Yes, actually, I keep it in the fridge. Now, I have more stocked in the fridge than the Lord only had two. I love that he also has the different, into, we have the 5 and the
Yeah.
7.5. I do have a variety myself. There's a pharmacy going on here at Casa David. Yes, in the thing that slides out in the fridge, I have different Mounjaro boxes. I don't keep it on the side, but I keep it in its own drawer. Now, I also don't have food in my refrigerator.
Yeah, your protein is Mounjaro.
My protein is Mounjaro. I have bubbly sparkling water. I have Fiji water, sorry. And I have the Mounjaro. Really, that is it. So there is room, but I have it in its own drawer. But if I was going to film something, I would be very cognizant of what is in the fridge or the background. Someone like the Lord at this point in his career, working
Yeah.
with Miss Jenner all these years, he should know better.
He really should. And I am shocked that Chloe did not see it either. They're just like oblivious. I'm like watching it. It's right in the door. Chloe points to the fridge and she just does not see the Mounjaro. Like it's crazy. But
You know
yeah,
who
I just hope he knows what he's doing.
You know who would never make that mistake? Uh,
Who?
Miss Kim Kardashian. She
Yes.
knows. Your sister, if there's like one little thing in the, I mean, Kim isn't a professional. She would have, this is a rookie mistake by the Lord.
It really is. Kim would not let that slide. She would spot it in a second. And yeah, that's just like classic Scott, you know?
And then someone's head would roll. I mean, I don't want to be in the house when we're filming and Kim notices something shouldn't be there. I don't know who's going to get it. What assistant? Chris. I don't want to be there when that happens, Kourtney.
Yeah, me neither. The wrath of Kim Kardashian is really scary. It's almost as bad as my mom.
Well, listen, thank you for being here. You look, I mean, just gorgeous sunglasses. Everything is great.
Thank you.
Say goodbye to Teresa for us, Miss Teresa. We loved having her. And now we're gonna welcome the one and only Andrea Lopez.
David, you had me cracking up. I I broke character. I love breaking character.
The people, listen, Mounjaro is a serious thing, honey. And by the way,
Yes,
I'd like to
it
go
is.
on record. My Mounjaro doesn't work anymore. So for everyone out there who's loving life, I've been on everything so long, it no longer works. Really, I take
That
it, I eat.
that's the thing. Your body gets used to it, and then you have to go up a notch. You know, it's like, okay, why is my body getting now used to this? It's supposed to take like years to get used to this, but it doesn't.
I have gone through generic everything. I've taken time off to come back. I want food more than the desire to give into the Manjaro. I mean, but in the beginning, for everyone out there, in the beginning, it is the biggest miracle I feel that has ever
Wow.
existed.
So
It
you
really
just
would
you have no need for now. I know
not.
people's thoughts on this. I know, and I'm just like I'm playing devil's advocate. I really just don't. I'm not educated on it. So my questions are genuinely like, so what does it feel like? So you're not hungry. You're repulsed by food.
Yeah. I mean, now
Wow.
granted, let me just, because I've talked about it on here a lot, the side effects are real. So in part,
Right.
you are so sick, like my stomach was in
Yeah.
knots, like someone was punching it 24 hours a day, and you're actually exhausted as well, that you literally are just so sick. Like there's a reason, it's not like you take it and you're like, life is great, let me eat.
Right. Right.
You lose weight because you physically don't eat because you're so sick. But even though when you get over that, and you feel better, yeah, I can't explain it. Like I would go out to eat. I love eating out. And even that, I would take like a few bites of something and just be like, I'm good. Forget drinking. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd be like, I guess I'll drink, but you would take one sip and be like, I can't drink alcohol. It was like a wonder drug. I see everyone's problems and concerns and whatever's, but
Right, right.
unfortunately, I wish that I still had that because we're not there anymore. Now we take
Yes.
a shot and we're like, there's a pizza, I'm gonna eat it. Oh, great, I still feel fine. I don't feel sick from eating.
Yeah.
Great.
Gone are the days of being repulsed by food.
Long,
Yeah.
long gone. So I guess that's when people say it stops working. I guess that's true too.
Wow. Well, Scott is not looking the healthiest, so I hope that he's handling it and he's using it properly. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on with the Lord, but the Lord needs to like. I'm still a huge fan though. Huge
I
fan
know.
of the Lord's.
I know. He's so entertaining. I see the thing that bothers me is I won't really watch new seasons of the Kardashians because I'm so stuck in the past. I was
I
addicted to
know.
the old stuff, when they still lived in that like, country home, that ranch style house, and they've got the chickens in the back, that episode where they were raising chickens. Like that's the episodes that I miss because they were still in the process of making it. Now,
Before Chloe lost all the weight, like those
like I
the
miss
good
it.
old
The
days.
good old days when Brody would come over and the girls would be pole dancing. It was just so much more real and relatable. Now I cannot relate to these people, and watching them have their issues, it's just so on a different playing field. So it's not as enjoyable to me to watch. But will I watch them go to Scott's house and like berate him and just ask him a million questions? Yes. Now that's what I want to tune in for.
That's a good reason to tune in. No more Brody. We're not going to see Brody
I
ever
know.
again.
Ever again. I still follow him on Instagram and I'm obsessed with his new life. Him with his like surfer gorgeous girlfriend. They have the baby. They just look so happy and healthy. And I've considered moving to Hawaii because I love watching their stuff. And I'm like, maybe
Brody,
that's what I need to do.
Brody is loving his life.
Loving. God damn. It's good to see because he's like well into his 40s, right?
I think he's like early 40s, like late 30s, maybe, because Kristen's 37. Isn't she 37? I think Kristen's
Yes. Yeah,
37,
yeah.
38, something like
Yeah.
that. Where can everyone find you? By the way, people on YouTube, one after another, and on Patreon, everyone's like, last week, someone literally was like, wait, how is Teresa on your podcast and why is she saying this? I'm like, we announce at the end that it's you. Every post, the little clips on YouTube say, as played by Andrea Lopez. So people still think it's Teresa when they're listening.
Like it's hard to,
This is a
sorry.
compliment to you.
Thank you. No, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I have seriously so much fun doing the whole Teresa recapping the episodes. So thank you for showing love. And David is so sweet. He sends me screenshots. He's like, the people are loving it. I go, let's keep it going. Let's
And
keep
I
it
only
going.
send you like 1 millionth less of what's out there. I'm like, just every now and then, I'm like, okay, we're going to show you that. Just I want you to know the people appreciate you.
Listen, thank you guys so much. I'm so happy you guys are enjoying it. You can find me at Andrea Lopez Comedy on Instagram and TikTok. And I'm posting new stuff all the time. I'm working on a Lisa Vanderpump impression
Oh,
because she's coming out with a new show. It's with Gordon Ramsay. So I've been working on a Lisa impression. And then of course, her thoughts on the something about her opening. And our girl Sarah Fraser getting that backlash, right?
Miss Fraser, I told Miss Fraser, I'm like, I have never been so proud to be associated with you.
Right.
Everyone's hating on her. I'm sure people
Yeah.
listening to this are hating. I have never been so, I'm like, and by
Girl.
the way, welcome to my life, Sarah Fraser. People have been hating on
Yeah.
me like this for years. This is the job. Welcome to it, honey. But Miss
Yeah.
Fraser has received some backlash for when will this Lisa Vanderpump be ready? The Gordon Ramsay thing is out, it's airing. Like I'm ready for this.
Yes. So I've been working with Fox and doing a little promo for the show for them. So they were like, "You got to get a Lisa impression." I said, "Yes." So that video should be coming out later this week. And then I'm just now that I'm debuting the impression, I've got to just go all out. So I've bought the brooch, I bought the pearls, darling, and yes, we're gonna do a whole Lisa thing. So I'm gonna go
So maybe
firing out.
next week, maybe I should tell you next week that maybe we'll have an appearance. by Lisa?
Absolutely. Now we'll have to
You
start with
ready?
Lisa and then we'll
Okay.
slowly turn into Teresa because with Lisa, you know, she's got multiple parts. So we'll start with Lisa.
Okay, we'll start with Lisa and then we'll go, okay, put it out there for next week. I'll like remind you.
Okay, amazing.
She is working overtime, people, overtime. I got, oh, you know what? Can you put your glasses down and we'll take a screenshot? I was like, I gotta show everyone this Kourtney.
Absolutely.
We want a picture because Kourtney is just everything. Love you much. Thank you for doing this. Sorry I was a few minutes late.
Oh my God, no worries. I was just out tanning my anus. Perennium sunning, baby.
Listen, you got to keep up with that, Kim. You got to